Remember. Hello Yow Lot, how am ya? I hope you're doing well. Today's video, I just spontaneously woke up this morning and thought, right, I'm going to paint my living room. So, I'm going to have some like DIY projects going on in the next few weeks because I'm going to get my bedroom done. Because we've got like chopped out pieces of wall that's never really been fixed, because sometimes people have a rewire. So I had a rewire, and most people will have a rewire and just patch up, but because our house is so old, most of the plaster is pretty brittle anyway. So we just thought it would be a better idea to wait until we can afford to have each room done slowly. So we've been working on them. We had a whole stairs and landing done like a couple of years ago. We've had the living room done when we first moved in. The living room now needs to have a touch up, and that's what I'm going to do today, and I'll show you why in a moment. And yeah, I've done my film room because that was like a priority, so we did that last year. That's flown. Or was it this year in the summer? I think it might have been this year actually, in the summer. Well, anyway, so now I'm going to do my bedroom, because like our bedroom's really bad. It's got a lot of mould as well. The built-in wardrobes have been in there a while. The plaster is also bad in there, so that needs to be redone. Like, it can be that bad sometimes, especially in like colder winter days between January and March. I find that I have to do a lot more washing even though I've not used the clothes, because the clothes will be a bit mouldy or smell a bit like mouldy. So yeah, that really needs doing. So we're getting that done. It's quite a big job, but I thought while I'm in the mood, because it's got me in the mood for DIY, I'm gonna decorate the living room just so it's one thing out the way, and then I can move things into the living room while the bedroom's being done. We're probably going to be sleeping in at my film room, so whether I'll get much ASMR done, I do not know. But I'll be on this channel at least, posting my little updates. So yeah, let me show you the living room and why I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so this paint was absolutely awful. It was a gorgeous colour and I thought it was a great idea. And then it just started wearing off, like the cat scratches show up on it, and it's just a really bad paint. Like, it didn't matter how many times I went over it with the roller, you could still see roller marks. Also, I didn't do it very neatly, so yeah, we're going to do that today. We're going to work on that. Look at these old ceilings. That's actually wallpaper. They covered it in wallpaper. It's not very fire safe actually, and my ceiling probably does need doing, but there's other parts of the house that needs doing mostly first. Like I say, this room was done when we first moved in, and we didn't have a lot of money because obviously we paid the deposit and we'd paid like solicitors fees and stuff like that, and by the time we'd moved in we didn't have a lot left, but the living room did really need doing. So yeah, that's the first room we did. We did have it replastered, but we couldn't afford to have the ceiling done, not at the time. So yeah, we just did what we could, which I regret now because I should have just saved for a little bit longer and then got it done, but never mind. We're working like up, down now because we'll need the kitchen done anyway. So when the kitchen's done, we can work properly on the living room again maybe. But that's going to be a long time off because kitchens are really, really expensive. I'm going to need to take a loan out for that shit. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to just paint it dark, I think. We're going to go for a darker colour. I like the dark, so it'll probably be like a navy blue or something, or like a midnight blue. There'll be something like that, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go to Wilko. It's not going to be an expensive paint. It's just because I'm bored, so I'm going to do something. I just woke up and felt like I wanted to paint, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep you updated with how it goes. I'm off. Hi, I'm back. I got this colour blue. There was another one called like darkest blueberry or something like that, or blueberry something. That was like the same type of dusty colour, so I thought I'm going to have the same problems with that as I am with this. So I thought I'd go for a deeper colour. So yeah, I bought some rollers and I'm going to start taping And I have some sticky roller to cover my settee, I think, in the garage, so I'm just going to go and organise all that lot. Okay, so I've put some roll and stroll on my settee. I covered it all because I don't think I'll need it all. I say that, but I'm going to bring up the settee a bit further. Maybe bring you a bit closer to me so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take that painting down. I'll put that in the kitchen. I'll put some roll and stroll on the floor. I'm going to get myself dressed, get myself changed into some like scruffier clothes, and I'm going to start painting. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so now I'm going to mask the walls and then we'll mask around where it needed to be neat because I did do that last time. So yeah, I'm going to just get some masking tape now, mask around the light switches and down the side of the walls and hope it don't take the paint off because last time it did, but I have got some of the light stuff still left. You might hear some whinging from Boris because I've had to lock him out, and he acts a bit like a drama queen when he wants to see me but he can't. So yeah, let's expect that. Right, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get cracking. I think Boris has gone the complete opposite and decided to go in like a crazy mood instead. I can hear him like running upstairs and jumping off the bed. And I've been thinking lately. It's just on the radio. I'm always singing something that I've just heard. Yeah, I mean, it don't matter too much if the skirting gets caught because I have got to redo the skirting, but it's just because of the silicone. If that gets stained, it's really difficult to paint over. Especially darker colours. I might be lying, I've never really experienced that. But I just got a feeling because of the texture it is that it would stain with dark colours and it'd be difficult to put light colours over the top. The dark would still show through. Wow, that's an absolute stunning colour. Cannot wait to use this. It looks different on camera, but it's beautiful. It's darker than what it is on camera. I kind of wanted it to be darker, but never mind. It's a bit bright, actually. Sometimes I make the strangest decisions. Oh well. Anything is better than what we've got it at the moment. Me and my spontaneous decisions. I can't believe how bright it is. Oh god. And the thing is, because it's wet, it'll look darker anyway, so it's going to get even lighter. Even in the tin, it looks darker than it does on the wall. maybe because the sun's on it as well. I don't know. We'll see. I quite like it actually. I don't know. This roller's shit. Oh, there we go. There we go. If you're wondering what that crackling sound is, it's the roll and stroll that I've got on the floor to keep the paint from getting on it. That's beautiful. So my technique to painting walls is I know you're probably supposed to do the edges first and do the middle after, but I'm opposite. So I do the middle first, and then when I've kind of run out of paint for the roller, so there's only bits around the edges, I'll then use the brush to do the edges of the walls, because then there's less waste in paint. Maybe that's my theory. Steps, so I can reach the very top. If you're thinking, well, you can't reach up there, I will be able to. Oh well, that's it, that's the wall painted, all done. No, I'm just kidding. I've still got all this. I don't like it, I don't think. Oh, see when it's done, when it's finished. It looks so much darker on the tin. It's bright blue. It's like I've walked into SeaWorld or something. I don't know if I like it. I'm going to have to live with it for a bit because I hate changing it again. Oh, I hope it dries better. Maybe it'll be alright. I don't know. Oh well. Right, let me get me a paintbrush. So when I've got this much left, so there's just paint some bits around the edges, I'll use that to paint around the edges of the wall, and then I'll put more paint in to finish the rest of the rolling. That's what I do. Oh no, we can't have this. It's not stuck properly. Just done it and hoped for the best, really. Winging that bit because I tape it for some reason. Oh, yeah, I done bad on that, Joe, to be honest. Steady hand comes in useful. Okay, so it's all painted. It's looking a bit darker now, it's starting to dry. The only concerning thing is when it's wet, well, while it's still wet, I can still see bits of the older colour in there, as if like the older colour's coming straight back through. So that's concerning. I feel like the older colour has just absorbed all of the paint. Can you see that in the middle? It might just be the reflection of the window, because it does look pretty solid this side bit. But I don't know, from certain angles I can see the old colour coming through. Now it's drying. Oh. But I do like the darker parts where it's drying. I think that's a nice colour. Well, all we can do is wait and see, can't we? So I haven't got any gloss. I thought I had to do the skirting today, so I'm not going to do the skirting today. I'll probably do that another day. It'll probably take me a few months before I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. But yeah, what do you think? It's bright, isn't it? It's really bright for a living room as well. Hopefully it looks alright when I put the room back together, and the greys in the room might tone it down a little. Maybe if I get some yellow cushions and stuff, because it's quite a bright colour. If I add some yellow or mustards in here, it might tone it down a little bit. What do you think? Have I made a bad decision? We'll see. We'll see how it dries. I'll keep you informed. I'm just now doing me some dinner while I wait for the paint to dry so I can do a second coat if it needs it. And I'm going to do Oggs, the Greek style meat that I've got left. Oggs is fake egg. And pitta with onion and peppers. And I've just put the egg on now, like a pancake. And you can break it up so it's like go scrambled, which I will do, and I'll add some spices and things. I'm going to add some turmeric and some garlic for the flavour, and yeah, then I'm going to mix the meat up with it all. So sprinkle some garlic and some turmeric. So all my windows are open, so you will be able to hear some noise because obviously I'm decorating, so I wanted to open the window so the fresh air gets in and it dries a bit quicker, hopefully. Just kind of want to finish it today, especially that project, because I've got another project going on. Me saying in my live the other day that it's too early for Christmas and I've got a tea towel on this Merry Christmas, but I'm gonna expose myself now and say we use this all year round. Anyway, yeah, so I've got a lot of DIY projects going on at the minute, and like I say, today was just a bit of a spontaneous one because I know it needed doing. Went over, so we'll just break it up into little bits. Just keep chopping it up as it's cooking. I'm gonna add the onion in now, and some peppers, and I'm gonna put the pita bread in the toaster. This is in a bit of a mess because once I've got one project going on, I can't concentrate on the rest. It's really difficult. Right. So while that's cooking, I put the meat in, leftovers. Put my pita in. It smells gorgeous. This meat is amazing. It smells so good and it looks great as well. And I know it's going to taste good because I love this stuff. I do prefer the kebab meat rather than the Greek style kebab. Like there's a normal one as well. I do prefer that one to this one, but they're still good. What I will say is I was plastered in blue paint and I washed my hands and it's come off straight away. So that paint's really good for that. And I've got a tiny bit on my laminate flooring, and although it was wet, I think I'd left it there for a little bit, but when I wiped it, it didn't stain, so that's good, because it's like the type of blue that would stain. When I saw it, I was like, Christ, I'm going to get this everywhere, but it was alright, to be fair, it's not been too bad. I just got it from Wilko, I was saying, alright, but yeah, I love how sweet and juicy bell peppers are. I've been a very wonky camera lady today. speaking with my mouth full as well. Oh well, I forgot to tell you, AI, as well as some home improvements, I've got to have a root canal, AI. Yep, one of my roots is dying. I'm pretty gutted about it, right, because I did go to the dentist for 15 years and I had no problems with my teeth whatsoever, but I thought, you know, it's probably about time. There was a tooth that I wanted the colour of the filling changed because I wanted it to be white. And I wish I never bothered, because since then I've had like lots of trouble. Like I get aches, and I thought at first it was my wisdom tooth, but I can feel it under here. So went back to the dentist. Oh, you think you can get an NHS appointment? Not until like March. So I had to go private. To be fair, they were really good though. They were better than I've ever been treated in my life. To be fair, at dentists, they were really thorough. So, yeah, I've got to have a root canal. I am looking forward to it because I don't like the dentist at the best of times. But I think I'd rather have that done than be in pain. So, me just leaning on my kettle. So yeah, that's the next thing. So I really don't know when I'll be able to film ASMR, because you are going to be wanting me slurring my words while I'm trying to help you relax. So we'll just have to continue on this channel and see how things go. Has anyone ever had one of these? Does it hurt for days after? Like, you know, I know it ain't going to hurt while I'm going through it, but is it afterwards? Like, I'm sensitive, so am I going to be in bed for 2 days? Like, what's going to happen? Anyone else had these, and how did it go? Don't tell me too many horror stories though. I want to know if they went well. Did anyone have any that went well? So yeah, because you hear so many horror stories about them, and the dentist was saying that. Is that my hair? Oh, it's the cupboard. The dentist was saying you hear so many horror stories, but it's really not that bad. I've referred you to a specialist in this area, so yeah. That's what I'm gonna have. Right, anyway, I'm gonna eat my dinner. I'm gonna eat my dinner, and then I'm gonna see how the wall is. I'll show you what it looks like, and then if it's ready for a second coat, which it probably won't be yet, I'm gonna leave it probably 3 hours. We'll see. We'll see. Let's eat. Okay, so here it is. My wrap's a bit burnt, but never mind. And stuffed it with all the meat. Some of it fell out, so that's left on the side. And I'm gonna enjoy this now. See you in a bit. You'll have to excuse the state of my kitchen because it's bin day today. And we can test the wear of Kylie Jenner's lipstick. From the Chris collection, the martini one. To be fair, it ain't done bad because it has... I got up at about 9:30, got ready for 10. I had my breakfast around then as well. And it's now 10 to 3. So it's been on all that time. I've been painting, sweating, eating, drinking. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, to be fair. I've normally had to top up by now and I ain't touched it at all. Say though, the texture of it is a bit like paint. It's a lot like paint actually, like face paint. It's very dry, and when you put it on, it's thick. But yeah, I wore it with gloss on a live because I like to rub my lips together, but you can't with that. It's very, yeah, it's like paint, that's all I can say. You might need like if you don't want to go too glossy, then you might need like a balm over the top. Or underneath, depending on how you do it. I made this little bauble from the craft class that I go to on a Wednesday. It's really pretty, isn't it? It got bent in my bag, but it sort of smudged in my bag as well. So that's what those things are. But it's really cute. Well, that's done. Lipstick's still on the outside, but the middle's gone, which I'm not surprised now. It comes to something when my house is warmer when I've got my windows open than when they're closed. This house is freezing. Right. Let's go and have a look at the walls. Oh, let's have a look then. Yeah, actually, it's not too bad. It still looks brighter on camera. It's quite dark, to be fair. I think I like it. Camera's struggling to focus on it though. Right, I'm going to have a check of it, see if I need to do a second coat. See how badly it's got like little gaps in it. I'll second coat it. I'm going to see what the recommendation is. They might say like leave it 24 hours before you top up. Some say leave it 2 hours. Some say leave it 3. Oh, it's dry to touch. That's dried really quick. I'm quite impressed with that paint, Wilko. I wasn't sure about the colour at first, but now I think I like it. So I ended up doing a second coat. It is now wet again, so I've closed the windows now because it's getting a bit cold. I'll probably put the heating on in a little bit so it'll dry. I don't know, I'm going to keep Boris off it today. I just hope he don't start like rubbing against it, 'cause he's a pain in the arse like that, but we'll see. Okay. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like after a second coat. It still looks lighter on camera, it's quite dark in reality and it's actually quite nice. But I thought I'd show you what it looks like. Now I've done a second coat and it's pretty much dry. It's been a few hours now, so yeah. I'm going to take the masking tape off tomorrow when I know that it's fully dry. And that's it. Not bad for a spontaneous project. I've just started clearing out my bedroom. I'm taking my stuff to my mum's, well some of it tomorrow, and I'm going to start gradually taking it. We're not having it done until the first week of December, but I'm trying to like get organised and take a lot of things to my mum's so I don't have to faff like the day before or the weekend before. So yeah, good day's work. That's it from me today then. Stay loony. Bye bye.